Behind me is my sister's guest bedroom that I am going to give a little bit of a makeover. It's not gonna be super major, but enough to be exciting and fresh and different. We're gonna start by removing the paint and stain that's currently on the bed and bring it back to its raw wood look. On the bed, this is the new bedding that we are going to swap this pink bedding for and give it a little bit of a different feel in here. So I'm super excited. I've shared these linens with you guys in an Amazon video, so I will link these down below. They're just gonna look so beautiful in here. And then I did want to give you guys a little bit of a look of the bed before. This has been, I believe it still has varnish on here, probably some stain, and then someone did give it a little bit of a distress look that we are going to strip off and kind of bring it back to a very raw wood look. As you can see over time, the paint has slowly just kind of worn down, so you can see the wood under there. It's gonna be so beautiful once we strip this all off and bring it back to that wood look. And just to give a little bit of an idea, that wood next to the linens, I mean, that's gonna be beautiful. It's hard to tell with the paint and the distressing, but if you can look past that and see the linen with the wood, oh my gosh, it's gonna be gorgeous. Zach is taking the railings off of the other one. So while he's doing that, I'm going to start on the foot of the bed. I'm gonna take some of the orange strip or citrus strip and just apply it on here, let it soak so I can get this paint off of this. I am so excited. I'm gonna put on this mask though because stripper is quite strong. I'm gonna just put a layer on here and hope that it is a beautiful undertone. I cannot wait to see how this looks after we get this distressing off of here. As a reminder, this is what the bed looks like before stripping off the paint. Sorry if it's windy as well. I'm outside. This is what it looks like, and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. This one is after a layer of stripping. I'm still stripping off some of the paint here on the top, and then obviously I need to sand it down, but oh my gosh, there's the one back there. And here is after I have stripped this one off. It's gonna look so good, you guys. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All right, I'm about to start stripping the headboard, and I wanted to show you guys. So it had this piece on it right here, but it broke off on this side. However, I think it's gonna look better without this piece, so I'm just gonna break this piece off. How amazing this looks. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's gonna be so beautiful. I also am really happy that we didn't put the little decorative pieces back on. I think it looks a lot better like this. This video is up, the bed is in here. However, I have to go finish sanding the bed and then bring it in here, but I wanted to include this part in the video. I need help picking out the paint color for this room. I want to do kind of like, the vibe for this room is very English, cottage, French country, mud room. So this room is their guest bedroom. Oh, that's the washing machine. This room is their laundry room, their guest bedroom, and a little bit of their bedroom. So it's very utilitarian, and I wanted to give it a little bit of a facelift to make it feel a little bit better in here. This one I think is my favorite, but I need to see it on the wall. It's called Jackson Antique. So it's kind of like this. Also, my nails, I'm just not doing my nails until I'm done with this project. This is this color. It's kind of, definitely kind of a green. Ooh, that's gonna be pretty. Okay, and then this one's Aged Cedar Shake, darker. We're a little nervous about this one because it is dark, but we wanted to try a dark option. And then Langdon Dove is this like less green. It's definitely more of like a brown, like a muddy, light muddy brown. So that's this one. So I'm gonna swatch them, and then I want you guys to vote down in the comments which is your favorite. We're using all Miller paint. Miller is local to the Eugene area. I actually think it's all of Pacific Northwest. So we're using all of their paints, and they did gift us the paint for this room, which is so exciting and just gonna completely transform this room because we weren't thinking about doing paint. But now that Miller gifted us paint, we can make this room even more magical. So this one's the Jackson Antique, which I think is gonna be my favorite, but we will see. I'm gonna put a nice swatch. This one's the Age Cedar Shake. Ooh, but it still is beautiful. Hold on, this one's really pretty too. I'm also gonna have to show you guys again once we get the bed in here, because the bed's gonna be similar to this raw wood. So think about the bed being the raw wood next to the paint colors, and let me know what you think. Langdon Dove. A little bit more of like a purple kind of undertone. I don't know if I like that one. To be honest, I feel like I'm liking the darkest one. Of course I am. I like a moody vibe. That one's the Langdon Dove. And then in the middle we have the Jackson Antique. The bottom one here is the Aged Cedar Shake. I have officially finished sanding the headboard and footboard. That was quite the task. Because this bed is so old, I had to get all of the old paint off, the old varnish, the old stain, and it took me a little bit, and all these intricate details were extremely difficult to get into, and then I was beginning to be a bit of a perfectionist. So what I decided to do was leave just a teeny tiny bit of the old paint on here, because I really felt like that was a part of the bed's story and the charm of the bed. So I left a little bit on there, and I actually really love that look because we are going for a old world vibe. As you guys know, this is my favorite word to describe my style. My sister has a little bit more of a cottage style, and the room, I think I told you guys this, but the room that I'm making over is their guest bedroom. It's also their mud room and their laundry room. So they live in a little farmhouse, and a lot of their rooms are multi-use. So this space is very utilitarian. So you guys are gonna see a little mud room, little corner makeover. I just did the bed, so I'm gonna get all the bedding. I do have a start on that. I'm not sure that I'm gonna do much over by the laundry station. I'm gonna change out the light fixture. I'm gonna look for a new dresser for the side of the bed. They currently have a, I'll show you guys in a future video. In fact, this is gonna be a whole series, which is so exciting because it's something I've wanted to bring to my channel for a long time. It's giving you guys a little bit of a taste of what's to come in the future here on the channel once we buy a house. When I do the dresser, they have like a little IKEA cube. I want to swap that out with something that's a little bit more functional, where they can put extra, you know, towels and blankets and things like that. We're gonna try to make this space very functional for my sister and a little bit more organized. So that's the plans for this room. Now, I think I love the Jackson Antique, and how fitting is that name, Jackson Antique. I mean, I almost feel like I have to use that paint, which is this middle one here. The top one, I think it was called Langdon Dove. I like this one, but it pulls a little too pink for me. This one has a green undertone, which I like with a lot of the finishes that we're going for. And then the bottom one we do think is out. That one was the Aged Cedar Shake, I think. That one I think is out just because it's gonna be too dark in this space, especially with them living in Oregon and it being overcast a majority of the year. For the bedding, I'm definitely gonna be going with linen. Love the linen. I feel like it could go with really any of the paints, to be honest. I also have this bedding right here. Let me show you. I'll link these down below. These are all from Amazon. I've shared these in a past Amazon video. That would be beautiful. So maybe, and this one I have the duvet cover for, we might have to switch over to this linen bedding, which is just absolutely stunning. And I also brought, I'm gonna buy me another one, but I brought this one for my sister, the muslin little throw, which I think is gonna really help add some texture to this space and really help kind of pull the whole space together. I also need to find a rug. So I have quite a few things left to find, and then I'm gonna do a whole decorate with me video at the end of the series and kind of go through that whole process with you guys. I'm just so over the moon. I have been straight stripping this bed for like 3 days and I have been loving every second of it. Now my back kind of hurts, but I have been absolutely just living my best life, stripping this bed and choosing paint colors and deciding what I'm gonna do with some of the spaces because it's multi-use and the windows are 2 different sizes. I'm just so happy right now and I am so excited to do this little series with you guys and share and take you guys along the entire thing. Let me know down in the comments which paint color was your favorite. Also, one other question I do have is the bed is right now raw wood. There's no finish on it. There's no stain. There's no wax. Is it okay? Do you guys know? Do you think it would be fine if I leave it like this or do I need to seal it? I can't decide. I don't know if I should just try to do like a matte wax just to give it a protective layer because I do know with water and things like that, it can kind of be not so good and cause watermarks. But let me know how you guys feel about it down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will be back very soon with the next one. Bye.